Hey everybody, I'm just finishing up a batch of 10mm reloads that I plan on taking out to the range this week and trying out. It's one of my first batches of handgun reloads that I've ever done, so I'm eager to go try them out, see how they function, if they cycle reliably, and then of course any accuracy would be an extra bonus. So just to expand on my previous handgun reloading video, I just wanted to kind of go over one last step that you don't necessarily need to do, but in my experience so far, it is a helpful one, and it doesn't take very long. And let me just go ahead and show you what it is. It is a crimping die. In this case, I have the Lee Factory Crimp Die. And this product is supposed to enhance accuracy by applying a uniform crimp to all your ammunition. It can do both a taper crimp, which is what you usually want to do for semi-automatics, like the 10mm, 45, 40, 9mm, etc. And also a heavier roll crimp, which is what you want to do for your revolver ammunition. Especially the higher pressure, more powerful revolver ammo like 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum, 454 Casull, things like that. Anyways, let me just show you kind of what I do here. You know, a lot of the videos that I make, they might seem kind of random and haphazard, but I really just want to try to make videos that, as someone that's kind of new to firearms and especially new to reloading, I'm trying to make videos that I don't see out there or that I haven't found yet. Things that if somebody in my shoes was looking for, you know, I try to help them out and make the videos that I wish were out there, or things that I want to see. And in this case, you know, this was the one part of excuse me, handgun reloading that I was kind of confused on. It was the whole crimp concept. Now that I've gone through and I've reloaded about 200, 250 rounds over the last few days, I'm starting to understand more exactly what that crimp is for. Besides the setback and the bullet loosening, it's really more for function and proper chambering. Sorry about the interruption there. Had to get a phone call. All right, let me go ahead and show you. So yeah, you raise the press all the way up with the shell holder in place for your appropriate caliber. In this case, we're doing 10mm, which is the same shell holder as 40 caliber and 357 SIG. So you raise it all the way up, and then you start screwing down this crimping die. You want to stop at the point that you feel some contact. Okay, and then you want to tighten the lock ring with finger pressure. Then there's a separate little seating die, or I'm sorry, it's not seating die, but there's a seating plug. And you want to back this out a few turns. Just like that. Okay. Lower the press. You go ahead and take a loaded cartridge, primed, charged, bullets seated to the appropriate overall length. Back this out. Raise that up. There's going to be a little bit of resistance. Just go through that. Now, while keeping that cartridge all the way up there, you start screwing the fine adjustment plug until you feel contact against the mouth of the case. I feel it right there. Now the instructions say to back the cartridge out, and what you want to do is you turn it in, which is clockwise, turn it in half a turn for a regular crimp and a full turn for a heavy crimp. We don't have a cantilevered bullet in this case. We just want to get just a modest little taper crimp. So I'm just going to go half a turn, and we should be good. And then you just take all the remaining ammunition that needs to be crimped, and you press it all the way through. Let's take a look. And we've got a nice seal of the case mouth around the bullet. All right, let's do a few more. And once you have everything set up, you just plug right through it. Crank them out. Now again, this is a single stage press, so everything's going to be slower. But if you have a nice fancy progressive press with 4 or 5 stations, you know, this can be one of the 4 or 5 stations. You just set it up to be the last operation, and you get yourself a nice either moderate taper crimp or heavy roll crimp or anything in between. For an investment of $20 or less, I think I bought mine on eBay for about $19 with shipping included. I think it's a pretty good choice. I think it's a pretty good investment. They say it's for a handgun ammunition that must work. Now, I don't know about you, but I want all this ammo to work. I don't want to go to the range and have a bunch of malfunctions with my reloads. If that happens, it's just going to discourage me from wanting to reload any further, and I'll probably just stick to buying factory ammo. So, like I said, for an extra 20 bucks, I think it's really worth it. And I plan to get it for all the semi-automatic calibers that I'm going to reload. I have it for 45 and 40 so far, and I also have it for 30-06 because it's going to be used in an M1 Garand. So that is the Lee Factory Crimp Die. For you beginners like myself, I think you can't go wrong with it. I think it's a great product, and it's quite affordable, just like all of Lee's products. So there you have it, guys. That kind of is an addendum to my previous handgun reloading video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in. Thanks.